we can shift our not only relationships but planning around the natural world, utilising Western science to back up Indigenous wisdom so that we can formulate a new paradigm of existing with our waterways beyond just seeing it as a resource.
We've invented all these techniques for collecting seed, getting native plants to cover dirt. So there's a stack of engineering around that. We've had to invent our own tools to work in Australian soil. Overseas tools don't work for us, we destroy them. So hard, tough tools based on Indigenous knowledge.
I can harvest kangaroo grass and it might be 95% kangaroo grass, but that other 5% could contain 40 to 50 other species. A lot of the motions we've got the machine doing actually reflect a lot of human motion. That human motion goes back to since the development of grain.
Think of an area of country that you've lived on a long time. Think of how you relate to that country. What do you know about it? Imagine if that was for 60, 80,000 years back in your family. Imagine what you would know about that country. And that's what we want to bring back to Australia.
Bandalang's given me a chance to pull that knowledge together, which I've had in bits and pieces, and make sure all that knowledge that's come out of not just me, all those crews over the last 20 or 30 years.
I've often thought, why doesn't the Indigenous community have more power within the Indigenous seed industry itself? So I'm hoping this machine might enable groups to join in.
We know that deep down we've got to get back to nature. We have to take that bit of time and reflect in nature.
More original technologies which are embedded in more custodianship and care and love as the highest values are ones that we need to look to return to.
And that's why I like being on Ngunnawal Ngambri country, because this was a place where people did meet. It was a parliament for Aboriginal people. And so it's very symbolic that we now come back here as engineers and say, okay, we now have got to have parliament and discuss what's the important things for us in engineering. And the university is accepting that. They're interested in what can go into their courses.
Indigenous systems thinking paired with Western science to create whole different ways of planning our towns, our education systems, our political systems. I think that's something worth exploring.